A 20-year scandal that could end Keir Starmer. New revelations are shaking Westminster to its core. Keir Starmer is facing the most serious political pressure of his career. Not over the economy, he will address these challenges.
The conflict isn't over war, but a name that refuses to disappear from global politics.
Jeffrey Epstein. And one appointment that may have crossed a red line. Stay with me, because this story is not just about one man, it's about power, silence, and how the past never truly stays buried.
Keir Starmer came to power promising integrity, transparency, and a clean break from old politics. I came to power promising integrity and a clean break from old politics. A former human rights lawyer, a careful, methodical leader, someone who built his image on being different.
But critics now say one decision threatens to undo that image entirely. That decision was appointing Peter Mandelson.
Peter Mandelson is not a minor figure. He is one of the most powerful political operators in modern British history. For years, his name has appeared in connection with Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted sex offender whose network stretched across politics, finance, and royalty. Mandelson has said he regrets those associations. But critics argue, regret is not accountability. Documents, emails, and testimonies continue to surface, revealing how deeply Epstein was connected to global elites, politicians, billionaires, diplomats. And when Epstein's name appears, it brings one unavoidable question: who knew and who looked away? I remained in contact with Epstein even after his conviction.
So when Prime Minister Starmer chose Mandelson for one of Britain's most sensitive diplomatic posts, critics ignored a warning that was already flashing red.
Starmer's choice of Mandelson shows catastrophic mistakes. Why was Mandelson chosen? Were background checks done?
Why risk our reputation in Washington?
Keir, this scandal is bigger than one appointment. You must step down. It's time to put the party first. A senior ally of Starmer openly called on him to step down, saying this scandal was bigger than one appointment. This is not only about Epstein, it's about trust. Voters were told politics would be different, that old networks of power would be broken, the same elite circles, the same names. And Epstein represents everything people fear about unchecked power operating in the dark. So when his shadow touches government again, anger follows. I will not resign. But politics is not just about legality, it's toxic. We have survived, but we are weakened. I will resign to protect this government. The pressure grows, resignation may be unavoidable. And the Epstein story has a habit of resurfacing, again and again.
A scandal that started over 20 years ago is still shaping global politics.
We must confront this legacy.
The impact is undeniable.
This scandal began over 20 years ago. A scandal that started over 20 years ago is still shaping. Repercussions continuing.
Because if the past can reach this far into the present, then no leader is ever truly safe from it.
And the next chapter may decide the future of Britain's government.
We are ready to face that challenge.
And this time, it's hitting the British Prime Minister. Keir Starmer is facing serious pressure. Why? Because of one name,
a former human rights lawyer, a man who promised clean politics, transparency, accountability. But one decision may now define his leadership.
Starmer says he will not resign. But scandals don't always explode overnight. Sometimes they weeping state is not over.
This isn't just about one appointment. It isn't even just about Jeffrey Epstein. It's about how long power can protect itself. A scandal that began over 20 years ago is still shaking governments today.
Keir Starmer may survive this, or this may become the moment that defines his leadership.
In modern politics, the past doesn't disappear. It waits. And when it returns, it can change everything. This story isn't over. We'll be watching what happens next. This was meant to be clean politics. Instead, an old shadow came back. A scandal from 20 years ago is shaking power today.
I won't resign, but pressure doesn't disappear. It builds, because in modern politics, the past never dies. This was meant to be clean politics. An old shadow has returned. A scandal from 20 years ago is shaking power today.